Okay, now we want to look into sorts of radicals in algebra. And the first example we have here is substitution of algebraic sort. And we have a question here that says if x is equal to half of this radical sort, evaluate this algebraic expression and also evaluate this to respect to this, we need to substitute the value of x into this formula, which implies that we are having this as our solution since x is equal to 1 over 2 bracket 1 minus root of this. So this implies that we are having, with this respect to 2, we are having 2 brackets. The value of this x is this. So we have 1 over 2 bracket 1 minus root 2. We close the main bracket and squares because of we are having a square here. And there's a minus here. Minus the remaining 2 here. We put 2 bracket 1 over 2 brackets 1 minus root 2. So we have an expression like this. So which implies that we are having 2 brackets. This value here is squared. That means we have to duplicate this in 2 places. So we are having 1 over 2 brackets 1 minus root 2 brackets 1 over 2 bracket 1 minus root 2. So we now close all the brackets. Minus 2 brackets 1 over 2 1 minus root 2 all brackets. Now so since we have this, the values here, we multiply what is here. So this half times this half, this will multiply this, and this will go by. This implies that we have 2 brackets, this half multiplying this half. 1 times 1 here is giving us 1. 2 times 2 here, the denominator, is giving us 4. And we now have this radical sort multiplying this radical sort. Now for this radical sort to multiply this radical sort, we have something like this. 1 minus root 2 multiplying 1 minus root 2, which implies that we are having this bracket here must multiply everything in this bracket, one after the other. So we have the first variable here, we have is 1. 1 times this bracket, 1 minus root 2. And the next one we have is this minus root 2. We multiply this bracket, 1 minus root 2. So if we simplify this carefully, we are having 1 times 1 to be 1. 1 times this is minus root 2. This minus root 2 times 1 is giving us minus root 2. Minus root 2 times minus root 2 is giving us plus 2. And if we simplify this, it implies that we are having 1 minus this, and this is 2 root 2 plus 2. So which implies that we are having taking the like terms, 1 with this plus 2 minus 2 root 2. So since we have something like this, it implies that this plus this is giving us 3 minus 2 root 2. So we'll be placing this value in respect to this. This has been simplified. Everything here has been simplified to give us this. So we are having bracket 3 minus 2 root 2. We close the bracket minus this 2 brackets 1 over 2 brackets 1 minus root 2 all brackets. Now, which like now, so since we have something like this, since we have this expression, this implies that we have, for this particular expression, we are having 2 brackets. Every of this radical must go to the numerator of this fraction to make the work easy. Every of the radical must go to the numerator of the fraction. The same thing will be applicable here. So we are having 3 minus 2 root 2 all over 4 minus 2, which is this 2 brackets 1 minus 2 root 2 all over 2. Now, since we have something like this, this implies that we are to multiply everything by what we have there, or simply we can divide by what we have there if we open the bracket. So we are now having this divided by this and this divided by this. So we now have left 3 minus 2 root 2 all over 2, because this is remaining 2, this is remaining 1, this is remaining 1, this is remaining 1, minus, we have left here 1 minus 2 So since we remove this, we are now having here divided by this. So we are now having 1 minus root 2, which implies that this and this is 3 minus 2 root 2 all over 2 minus. Now for beginners, we must make the both expression in fraction. So we are having 1 minus root 2 all over 1. Now, since we have this, we must know the LCM of each of the denominator, where the LCM of the denominators are 2. The LCM of 2 and 1 is equal to 2. So here we now have to have the denominator to be 2 all over this 2 divided by this 2 is giving us 1. So this 1 that we have after dividing the denominators, we multiply it all through. So we are having 3 minus 2 root 2. And this divided by the denominator here is giving us 2. So 2 times this 1 is giving us minus 2. And 2 times this is giving us the minus here multiplies, giving us plus 2 root 2. So which implies that if we put everything, if we arrange the numerators very well, we are having 3 minus 2. 3 minus this 2 plus 2 root 2, this positive 2 root 2 minus this negative 2 root 2 minus 2 root 2 all over 2. Now, which implies this minus this is giving us 0. 3 minus 2 is giving us 1. So we're having 1 minus 0 over 2. Therefore, our answer is 1 over 2. So with this, you are able to solve radical sort in an algebraic way. So see you in our next class.